Hello, good morning, teacher. My name is Andrea Loor, and this is my ID card. Right now, I'm going to explain the field of descriptive linguistics. First, we have our cover. Historical linguistics. It is the subfield of linguistics that studies how languages change over time and the relationships among different languages to determine how closely two languages are related. Historical linguistics study the process of language change, the genetic relationships between languages, and how to classify them into different groups. The linguistics divided into two parts. First, we have diachronic linguistics and synchronic linguistics. Diachronic linguistics, from Greek, dia, self, and chronic, means time. This is a synonymous term for historical. L studies the language change through time. It also studies historical studies in linguistics. Synchronic linguistics. Sync means the same. It is the study of languages at a given period of time. Synchronic linguistics is the study of a language at one particular period, usually the present. It is also known as descriptive linguistics or general linguistics. Historical linguistics. Diachronic. The study of phonological, grammatical, and semantic changes, the reconstruction of early stage of languages, and the discovery and application of the methods by which genetic relationships among languages can be demonstrated. Is the study of languages as they have evolved from past to present, also languages lacking written records and requiring reconstruction. We have historical linguistic diachronic. The first historical linguistic notice record correspondence between the sounds of cognate words into early Indo-European languages. They explain this by posing historical sound changes. The study of language change, the other subfield of modern linguistics. Indo-European languages. The term Indo-European languages refers to the set of all languages recognized as belonging to one particular branch of the evolutionary tree of languages that stemming from the common source, identified as the ancestral language Proto-Indo-European. Also, we have historical perspective, history of language of great cultural carry, Greek, Latin, Sanskrit, Arabic, and Chinese. Here we have the languages that belong to each related group. First, we have Greek. In Greek, we have Classical Greek, Hellenistic Greek, and Elementary Greek. In Latin, we have a lot of languages. For example, we have Spanish, French, Franco-Flamenco, Frenelian, Galician, Istrian, Historical Romanian, Italian, Ladino, Ligure, Lombard, Meglon, Romanian, Neapolitan, Ocean, Pinese, Portuguese, Romansh, Romanian, Sardinian, Silesian, Wolf, and among others. Sanskrit, we have just two, Buddhism and Jainism. Arabic, Classic Arabic, Dialectic Arabic, the Judeo-Arabic languages, the Maltese languages. And Chinese, we have Chino Mandarin, Wu, Yu, Xiang, Huanese, Ping, Ming, Hakka, Gang, and the last one, Q. Indo-European languages, spoken around 5000 to 3000 BC in areas of Eastern Europe and Western Asia. Words derived from the common Indo-European language are preserved in a large number of languages. We have numerals from 1 to 10, words for certain body parts, For example, nose, eye, heart, lung, head, and foot. Words for certain natural phenomenon: air, night, star, snow, sun, moon, mind. Certain plant and animal names: beach, corn, wool, beard, and certain cultural terms: joke, meat, whip, seal, and the last one, pronouns. Sanskrit. Sanskrit, the ancient language of India and the Indian subcontinent, is the earliest record of all Indian European languages. Sanskrit was one of the most important cases to the Indo-European language study. Latin and ancient Greek, classical literal languages. When philologists in India started seeing similarities across the languages, they were able to develop methods of study, including the comparative method and theories of language development from a proto-language. Impact in other languages. Sanskrit has had an important influence on other Indian languages, such as Hindi, which is today one of the official languages of India, and Indo-Aryan languages such as Kannada and Malayalam. Second, it has influenced Sino-Tibetan languages with the influence of Buddhist Sanskrit texts in their translation and distribution. Telugu as a language is considered lexically similar to Sanskrit, from which it has borrowed many words. Also, it has influenced Chinese, as China has borrowed many specific words from Sanskrit. Additionally, we have Thailand and Sri Lanka have also been heavily influenced by Sanskrit and have many words that sound like. The Japanese language is another that has been influenced by Sanskrit, along with the modern language of Indonesia and the traditional language of Malay spoken in Malaysia. The Philippines has a minor influence from Sanskrit, but it is still more important than of Spanish, for example. And finally, English, the current international language, has also been influenced by Sanskrit and has borrowed many words from this ancient language. For example, in this we have examples, many examples. English, the current international language, has also been influenced by Sanskrit and has borrowed many words from this ancient language. Primitive, from Prachin, which means historical. Ambrosia, from Amaruta, which means food of the gods. Attack, from Akramana, which means mean, performing an aggressive action. Pat, from Patha, which is pat or pat. Man, from Manu, which is a male human. Nirvana, from Nirvan, which means divine liberation or transcendence. Door, from door, which is a portal between two spaces. Serpent, from Sarpa, which is a snake, etc., since both are considered Indo-European languages. Descriptive linguistics. Descriptive linguistics is a subfield of linguistics that studies how world languages are structured and how a particular language is actually used, or how it was used in the past by a speech community. Ferdinand de Saussure, 1857 and 1913, a Swiss linguist, is credited as being the father of modern linguistics. In his main work, The Course of the Linguistic Generally, lecture notes published posthumously in 1916, he outlined the general principles and methods of what now is known as a descriptive linguistics. Descriptive linguistics investigates the form and function of languages, applies theoretical approaches to the analysis of descriptive and sociolinguistic data, provides a description of language and dialectic systems, emphasizes the primacy of speech, focus on spoken linguistic data, uses synchronic approach use of languages at the same chronological time. Descriptive linguistics analyze rules and grammars to rehearse the knowledge that speakers have of their language when producing speech. Result a descriptive grammar, a model about how people speak and what they know of their language unconsciously, basis of descriptive approach to language study. Descriptive linguistics. This we have synchronic. Synchronic is the study of the grammar, classification, and arrangement of the features of a language at a given time, without reference to its history or comparison to other languages. The study of the description of the internal phonological, grammatical, and semantic structures of languages at given points in time without reference to their histories or to one another. Also, we have the levels of grammatical description. We have 5 points: phonetics, speech sounds; phonemics, phonemes and all phonemes; morphemics, morphemes and all morphemes; syntax, sentence construction; and the last one, discourse, use of speech. And we have bibliographic reference. And that's all. Thank you so much for watching this video.